Hey guys, sorry for interrupting. I'm Lou Nieves Jr. alongside
Jesse Torres.
And today in our 14th episode, we are going to be talking about procrastination, a topic that came from my father as he was texting me telling me that we never talk about any topics that he gives us. So we're going to talk about that. But before we get into that episode, I would like to say thank you to the people who've been not only subscribing but viewing our YouTube channel.
Yes!
Sorry for interrupting. Podcast on YouTube. So if you haven't seen it and you're watching this for the first time, please like, comment, and subscribe. I know that's something that Jesse likes to say. And
down below.
And if you notice, there's a couple things different. One, we don't have the long bars.
We upgraded.
We didn't really upgrade, but we got these desktop table stands, mic stands. I was looking for a better way for us to have better audio. There were some people that were saying that the audio didn't sound so good. Not that it was bad, but it could be better. And I was looking stuff up, and I was telling Jesse maybe we should invest in something where we have a tabletop where the microphone's a little bit more intimate with us and closer, especially because Jesse, a lot of the times, she sounds far away.
Because I'm always moving around.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like when we're recording, it's like having a normal conversation. Sometimes you forget the microphone is there. So as she's moving, you can barely hear her. So that is another reason why we got these desktop stands. What do you think? How do you like it?
They're good. They're also good for like weightlifting.
They are heavy.
They're like plates.
Yeah, they're heavy. But for $15, you can't go wrong. I think they're really good, and you may even hear our audio sound a little bit better, a little bit more clearer. I know as I'm listening to myself speak, I can hear it. But what are your thoughts on the YouTube? I know that people.
Ooh, it's exciting.
Been hitting you
I'm
up.
a YouTuber. We're a YouTuber.
2 episodes in, we're YouTubers. But I know that people have been tuning in and talking about the last episode and just really embracing you, and you embracing your bad side. I know that you put that on your social media. So give us some feedback on it.
Oh, no, it's been good. It's been great. Like, because I've been putting, obviously you guys see on my Instagram, I've been putting like questions and if you have a good side or bad side. And I've been getting a lot of people engaged into the conversation, and it feels great. Like, I feel like, since I've been away from social media and coming back and just engaging with people, it feels great to like have that, Instagram world back. And I love it. I love it when you guys answer.
It's awesome because I don't get those responses. I do post just as much as Jesse does, but nobody engages. Maybe I don't engage with anybody either because you ask a lot of questions on the stories and stuff like that. I don't really do that. Maybe I should engage more and ask questions, but no one has ever wrote me. But I'm glad people are connecting with you. I think that's awesome. And people, even from, I don't want to say who, but we did talk about how we met on Tinder, and give them some feedback. What happened?
Since saying how we met on Tinder, I've been getting a lot of, you give us hope on Tinder. I'm going to go back on Tinder. I'm going to swipe right. I'm like, whoa.
It may not work for everybody.
It may not work for everybody.
We got lucky. I would say
we were blessed.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of weirdos on Tinder. So you may not get it. I mean, I think it's the way that you view it. Yeah. Again, I didn't go on Tinder and said, okay, I'm going to find somebody and I'm going to fall in love and have this relationship with. It was more, I want to just have a conversation with somebody. Yeah. And, it led to this. So, yeah, but I've been getting a lot of feedback on that.
People reaching out to you in text message and.
Yeah, saying, like, how I'm coming out of my comfort zone and they're proud of me. And, like, this is not what I usually do. You guys know that. Like, I've always posted on Instagram and stuff, but never like a video, like a YouTuber.
Yeah.
I'm only the one calling myself that.
She loves it, so.
I do, and I hope you guys would love this Dollar Tree hat. Listen, no shame.
But let's get into
my Dollar Tree hat.
Let's get into the episode about procrastination and putting things off and just really waiting for the right moment, so to speak. And we spoke about this yesterday where I said, I'm getting tired of people saying, oh, in 2020, I'm going to do this. And I was one of those people like, oh, 2019 or 2018 is going to be my year. And then nothing happens. So, it's even like when people join the gym. Do they stay with the gym the entire year?
But I look at it different.
Well, go ahead. Tell people what you think.
I think it's an amazing, idea or view on it. Because the thing is, it's not going to... It's December 31st and then January 1st, right? Mm-hmm. You're not going to see... I just realized... I'm so sorry, guys. But I just realized LP was moved.
Oh, God.
She has magic. 'Cause I didn't move her. Anyhow, I'm sorry. Okay.
We were talking about people and their
Oh, yeah. It's not going to change overnight. But gradually throughout the year. But this is like leaving a decade. Right? Yeah. And if you look back and you check on 2010, right? Yeah, 2010 and 2019, so many things has happened.
Of course, it's 10 years.
Yes. So this is exciting. We're about to enter a new exciting 10 years, or however long.
I get it, but the whole idea, and please don't take offense to this, I find it so annoying that people saying in 2020 I'm going to do this. Why don't you start doing it now?
Yes. I mean, you should start doing it now. You shouldn't wait.
Yeah, and then proclaiming it's going to be your year, fine.
But I think it's just like a reset. Like sometimes people need that reset. Like, okay, like you can't start. Some people can't start the gym on a Wednesday.
That's even.
They rather start on a Monday. It's like it sets the tone. That's exactly what it is. It sets the tone.
Yeah.
So the same thing with 2020.
Like I said, I've been there, but then like my whole mind changes. Like, why wait? If I'm gonna do it now, just do it. I mean, I don't know. The way I look at it is different
because right now,
what?
We were procrastinating.
Well, yeah, okay, and I get it. And the thing is this, right? You had just got home from school. I met you here, and we're thinking about the next topic. And then, of course, I was talking to my dad, and then I started talking to Naisha, and then we started talking about random things, and then you start giving me a massage. And I'm like, yo, I've been here almost an hour and a half. We have not yet recorded the podcast. Like, what are we doing? And
procrastinating.
He said, what are we going to talk about? I'm like, might as well just talk about what my dad said. Considering that my dad says we never talk about anything. Here you go, Dad. We're talking about a topic that you gave us.
Thank you.
But no, procrastinating is a big deal. I'm a big procrastinator. Maybe it's a Latino thing. I know I always wait for the last minute to do things, especially when I was in college or high school. I would wait till the last minute to do projects. And maybe it's not just a cultural thing. Maybe it's just everybody. But procrastinating is very bad. It's very time consuming.
It is.
Especially social media could do that to you. There are times where I've been on TikTok for 45 minutes. It's just scrolling. Yeah. And I don't know why.
Yeah. I know.
I could have been doing something.
I know.
Like, I could have been at the gym, probably.
I noticed, like, when I used to work out, I spent 30 minutes scrolling or figuring out, like, a caption.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, the workout is only 30 minutes.
Wow.
And
thinking about that, I remember in the beginning, I would do searches for captions, like legit Google searches for like great quotes, and then I start diving into image. Oh my God! It really blows my mind. I mean, I've come a long way, but that whole idea
of finding the perfect caption.
Oh, and then there are people that I love this topic. It's not just girls; it's everyone. They will say, and I'm going to use a girl as an example. She will say, oh, my new leather jacket, but all she is showing is her boobs.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, they do that a lot with, like, long hair. But then they show the booty.
Yeah, it's like... Yeah. It really blows my mind.
You could show your long hair like this.
Yeah, you could just show the long hair the way you want to show. But when you're showing the long hair, but you're really focused on your tits or whatever, or your ass, it really blows my mind.
Yeah.
So, but moving aside from that, the whole idea of like pushing things back, it's even bothered me when it comes to my YouTube channel. There's a lot of times where I've told you, hey, Jess, I got this idea. What do you think? Like, oh, it's good. Go ahead and do it. I started and I haven't even finished it. Like, we did a video 2 weeks ago. I didn't even edit it.
I know, and that was good.
And it was good. And it's just something.
In it.
She was in it. She was very excited. And I still have the footage. I haven't edited anything yet. I haven't even looked at the footage. And I said, nah, I'll do it next time. I'll do it next time. Or even when I worked on different projects in the past, well, I'll get to it. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it.
Tomorrow's never promised, right?
Yeah,
that's how we have to really look at it.
Yeah, you gotta do that.
And like we've been consistent with our podcast.
Yeah.
We've been going strong since September. Yes, this is like our 3rd episode on YouTube.
Yeah.
But we've been having our podcast since September.
Yeah.
And we've been consistent.
14 episodes.
And I think that has to do with, like, I don't know.
Does it bother you that you know that you're not doing what you need to do to get things done? Like, you were telling me, I need to start going to the gym. And I said, you can do it, but it's going to be extremely hard now at the time, because you were saying, I used to do before, but you didn't think about school. You weren't going to school at the time.
Yeah, because and those who followed me before and still follows me now knows. I used to get up at 3:30, I think it was, and used to be already on the road to the gym. It was a boot camp that I was going with my friends, my best friend, and my 2 friends. And I was already on the road at 4, picking them up. We'll go, and it was a half-hour drive, so we'll leave and we're ready by 4:30, get to the gym at 5, work out, have our half-hour or an hour workout depending on the day, and then we started our day at 7, like, as like when we got back home, getting the kids ready and all this stuff. But I did it because I was committed to it, though. I was so I would literally, like, it was like natural to us. Like, the first maybe week was hard. The first week was hard because we're like, oh my god, getting up that early. But then once we got into the groove, and we had each other to be accountable, it was easy. It was great. So then that's what I was thinking. Like, I want to get back to that.
Yeah.
I want to get back to working out, but then, like you said, I can't. It doesn't mean that I can't make an excuse, because if I really want it, I can make it, because I don't even have to go to the gym.
Yeah.
I could do workouts here, like you were saying.
Yeah, you can work out at home too. You don't have to actually go to the gym. Now, the thing is too, I know this happens with everybody. It's very hard to wake up. Like, you got to be really determined to get up and get to the gym, or even get to a workout. Then you got to shower, get ready for work. Then you got to get the kids ready for school, and then get to work, be at work, and after work, go drive to school. It's like,
but it also gives you, like, this type of energy that you can't, like, maybe the first, like, maybe 10 seconds you're like, oh,
what do you
I don't
think
wanna
is a
get
good
up.
amount of hours of sleep? Because it sounds like 8, right? So if that's the case,
that's not gonna be for me.
Exactly, because you get home by
11:30.
Yeah.
12 o'clock.
Let's say you go to sleep at 12. What time are you really gonna wake up?
I know.
So it's like, it's gonna be difficult.
I'll leave it for 2020.
I don't mean to tell you these things to discourage you, but I'm saying maybe.
Well, if I am committed, I'll find a way to do it.
Yeah.
Because it's all about just doing it. Try it. And if it doesn't work, then try something else. Because it's not only about just working out, right?
Well, it's eating healthy too.
It's eating healthy. I could take a walk during my lunch break.
It's really cold outside, and you don't own a good jacket. But continue.
I can.
Yeah. Good luck with that one.
Oh, the bashing.
No, the problem is that I know that you don't own a coat, so you're gonna go walk in the cold right now, and you're gonna don't like coats. You're gonna get sick. Then you really can't work out.
I sound like my daughters. I don't want to wear a coat.
It's insane. I mean, listen. I wish you nothing but the best.
Well, that's me procrastinating. That's the topic of the day.
Yeah, listen, procrastinating is bad. And I know that there was I think it's a quote, it's like 30 days continuously doing something is a lifestyle change or something like that. Maybe I'm saying the quote wrong. I think it's 21 days. 21 days.
To start a habit or to break a habit.
Okay. And then it's when you consistently do that, it becomes a lifestyle, right?
Yes.
So for me, I've been on and off with working out too, where I can go to sleep at a certain time, get at least 8 hours of rest, work out before work or even after work, but I choose not to, because then I'm thinking about, I want 8 hours. Am I gonna get exactly 8 hours? So let's say I go to sleep at 10, I wake up at 6, I gotta be at work at 8:30, I gotta go
We're
to
putting
gym,
excuses at the end of the day.
Yeah,
That's what
it's
we're
excuses,
doing.
you know, and maybe I don't need 8 hours. Maybe I could go to sleep with 6 hours and work out. You know, it's just get to it. Stop putting time, because time is really, like I've always said, time is my worst enemy. And I always look at time like I don't have enough time. There's 24 hours in a day. You know, there is enough time for you to sleep,
yes.
work.
If there's other people who does, who has done it, we could do it. We're just putting excuses. So we're not just telling you guys, oh, go and do it. But we're also talking to ourselves about it.
Yeah, no, we're bad at this.
How we're trying to better ourselves.
Yeah.
And stop procrastinating, and in different areas. But it takes, it's
we're
baby
not just
steps.
like, it's not just your health either.
No.
You know, there are things like when I said about videos that I procrastinate.
Even my posting.
I mean, you've been getting better with it though.
I've been getting better.
Yeah, because there were times where you weren't posting it at all, but now that we've been doing the podcast, it's been taking you some time to get into the fold of posting at least once or twice a day, which is another thing that, we also procrastinate with too, because we keep saying we're going to post more in the day, but we only post once a day to promote the show. But it's all about the mindset. I feel like if you're focused on accomplishing something and achieving goals that you set for yourself, then you're gonna do it. You're not gonna put anything in front of it to stop you from doing it. And I feel like a lot of people now, as a new decade is approaching us, they're setting their mindset for it. So they're setting themselves up for when the ball drops. Okay, now I'm going to start it. But I think if you start practicing these things leading up to it, it will help that transition a lot more.
You're right.
And that's why
there was a video that we watched that it was like, you're not going to see something happen overnight. You could, like, when you lose weight, right? You could go to the gym 8 hours, but it's not going to you're not going to see any changes. But you could go to the gym for 8 months and you'll see a change.
Yeah, I think I've mentioned this to you before, where people don't care about the journey. They just care about the end result. And I saw...
we were talking about that for growing pains.
Who were we talking about that with?
Each other.
I thought we were talking about that. No, but yeah, I told you that there was something that I read where the guy is talking about pregnancy. Right, so
yes,
everyone,
share.
Everyone is excited to see the baby, but not everyone cares about the 9 months holding the child. The labor, and then giving the birth. Sometimes people take 24 hours to give labor. Sometimes it's a C-section and happen within seconds. I've never gave birth, so I don't know.
That was me.
But
2 C-sections.
I know that that journey for a woman is extremely hard, and I respect the things that you women do to give birth to, to reproduce a life. It's extremely hard, but people do not care about that whole thing. Just like when you give birth, let me see the baby. It's not like, hey, how are you doing? How's everything else going? They just want to see the end result. So when they see someone like Beyonce or Jay-Z or Elon Musk or
they see
Bill
how
Gates,
successful they are, but they didn't see the struggles that led up to them.
Like Jeff Bezos, like he really started a book company, Amazon bookstore, and now it's worth $1 trillion from nothing to something. Or even Bill Gates when he started in his garage, or Steve Jobs started in the garage making Apple. Nobody cares about that journey. They just want to see the end result. And I feel like a lot of people, they want to get to that end result so quick. They're so impatient about the journey to get to that end result. They're afraid about failure, so they think twice about posting what they feel needs to be posted. Just put it out there. And I Gary Vee, he put something on TikTok where he was saying that there should be an app where you only can post once a day, and once you post it, you can't remove the post and post again. Literally, you post once a day.
Why?
Because he feels that there are too many people that are they're worried about the judgment of people. So if they don't get enough likes, they want to take it down and put another one up. They care too much about what others are thinking of that time of the post, and then the algorithm of the timing of the post and stuff like that. You have one opportunity, one shot. You have to. I know it sounds like Eminem.
Opportunity.
Yeah, but you have this one
in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music the moment.
All right, and that's the end of our episode. Thank you guys for watching. Jesus, but
you started it.
What I'm saying is that there are times in life where you have that opportunity and you can't mess up. Like, this is your moment. Take the time to, achieve that goal that you've been working so hard for, rather than thinking maybe I shouldn't. Just do it. Just go ahead and do it. Stop procrastinating. Stop waiting for the right moment, so to speak. And I do air quotes when I say that, because people are always saying, oh, the right moment. Like, I used to Google the best times to post, and they're like, oh, between 9 and
you should just post.
9 and 10:30 on Mondays and 11 and 12 on Tuesdays. I'm like, damn. But so because the algorithm is so, like, the internet algorithm, social media algorithm is so complex, you never know when it's going to hit. You just got to continuously post.
Yeah, that's true. We just got to go out and do it. Just do it.
But this is everything in life, too. It's not just social media. Whatever you have your heart set on, I know this sounds cliche, but just stop waiting for the right moment. Just do it, and you're gonna fail. Like I said, I've done like 4 different podcasts prior to this one. Not saying that this is a gigantic one that's been so successful, but this is the most consistent one I've ever done. I never got up to 14 episodes. So to see that growth and how much I've learned in that journey, and then having you come along for it and seeing your growth and people watching your growth too, it's amazing. So you just got to go out there and do it. Stop waiting for the right moment or waiting for 2020 to hit. Just go and do it now.
Just do it.
Jesus.
All these references, I'm picking up on them.
Do you have anything to say, Jesse, besides it?
I don't know.
Oh, my God, man.
They were all great.
So that's it.
Not just do it. Once in a lifetime.
Listen, guys, I do encourage people to do whatever you feel is necessary. If you want to wait to 20, go ahead, wait until 2020. I personally don't think it's worth it. I really do feel that people should go out there and do what they want to do. If you want to wait, go ahead and wait. I think that you're going to miss an opportunity by waiting. It's happened to me. We're waiting for something to hit, and then boom, it happens. Like I told you, when I used to produce, right? I used to make beats. I remember making a beat, that Little Bow Wow remix, and I think it was called "Let Me Hold You" or something. "Let Me Hold You Down." I had remixed that sample like 3 years prior to the record coming out. Like, okay, what a coincidence that they use a sample that I've used, but I never put it out there. And then ideas of like when we were listening to Kanye West, and he was using mainstream music in a church format, and turning it into a Christian format. I remember when I was in church at Waters Church with my pastor, Pastor Jones, and I brought that to his attention. I'm like, hey, maybe we should use mainstream music in a different way where it's relatable to God. And he told me no, because it may bring back a memory of that lifestyle that was once before. And look how successful it is now that my pastor loves it.
But that's exactly how God uses us, right? He's like, he places something in our hearts and he says, just do it, right?
Yeah.
And we have to be obedient to him and just do it.
Yeah.
But we're the one that hold ourselves back. And then he's like, okay, well, you didn't do it. I'm going to give it to somebody who is going to do it.
Yeah.
And then we see it and you're like, oh, that could have been me. I'm like, but you had the opportunity to do it.
It happens so many times with me, man. It's so frustrating when I see these things, especially when it came to music.
But you're the only one to blame.
It's my fault. And I'm aware of that, too. I'm aware that it's my fault. And I even see things like with a friend of mine, Alex Ralph, I talk about him a lot, where he is so relatable to another YouTuber named Peter McKinnon that they're almost identical to the things that they do and say. And there's a lot of things that Alex would bring to my attention, and then like a month later, Peter McKinnon would do it. I'm like, yo, Alex, why didn't you do that?
Because Siri told him.
Because Siri told him.
You know how Siri listens to everything. Gave him the idea.
But no, it's just like you never know what can hit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's where I blame myself, and people should be more aware of that too, like taking blame for your own actions too. Don't blame it on anyone else as to why you didn't do it. It's your fault. You know, if someone says no, you go to the next person. And I know people have said this, motivational speakers have said this, and I may be just reiterating, I think it's saying the right word. Hanging out with you too long. So whatever, it was like I'm repeating the same thing someone else more successful and famous than me have said, and you've probably heard it too. But it's really just, you are responsible for your life. You're responsible for your happiness. You're responsible for your actions. Just go out there and do it. I keep saying that, but just really, you have to really take the one life that you have, and make the best of it.
Yeah, you don't know when is your day.
No, who would have known that if you and I would have clicked? You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have said hi. I'm like, all right, whatever. I don't really want to talk. I just swipe somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know, you just never know. Like,
but I do believe that you come across people for a reason, whether that's for a simple smile, for a reason. There's people that come and go in your life for a reason, a season, and a lifetime. Yeah. That I truly believe. And yeah, I said that, and I just wanted to say it.
Wow. This episode is a little bit everywhere. But I do want to say before we end it, because we're coming up on 27 minutes, you know, our camera only
we don't want to cut you off.
Yo, this may just be because she's tired. We are recording at 11, make a wish, p.m. And Jessie's a little wild. You should have saw her prior. She was singing, what was the song?
Rocking around.
No, I don't want you to sing it. No, stop. I'm gonna cut your mic
holiday.
off. I'll turn her mic off. You can't hear her. It's just me and you guys. I hope you enjoy this. So she was singing that. She was all over the place.
I was in school all day. So
yeah.
It was a long, exhausting Saturday, but it was great. I got to massage 3 clients. They felt amazing. I felt amazing. And I'm just tired.
You know, there was a thing that we used to do, and I want to talk about it. I think we should make our own podcast about it. I know people have enjoyed it. What? We haven't talked about it. I'm going to say it. Just give me a second.
I'm impatient.
We saw an amazing film last night.
Oh, we did.
And I know this brings back the whole idea of
talking about
reviews. Jesus Christ. But wow. I just banged it. Listen, if you go to the movies...
Man, we only have what?
Shh, I'm going to talk about it right now. If you go to the movies, you need to go see Dark Waters. Based on a true story.
Great movie.
Mark Ruffalo did an amazing job. The directing, the acting, the writing. What an amazing film.
Blew our mind.
I don't want to get too into it because we don't got that much time, but I will say that...
It was an amazing movie. You should go watch it.
If you're looking for something that's really going to like give you some awareness, that is the movie to watch.
Yep.
I'm not going to give you anything more. Watch the trailer, look it up, go to the movies, whatever you got to do. It blew us away. We enjoyed it, and I think you guys should see it. So on that note, guys, I do want to say thank you for joining us for our 14th episode.
Yes.
We do appreciate the love and support. Continue to share our YouTube channel, and if this is your first time watching or first time listening, please subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them on the description below, or in the comments below rather. Again, we're sorry for interrupting. Thank you for joining us.
Have a good night.
Until next time. We love you guys. Bye.